Blackcat650 Gaming here, and welcome back to Assetto Corsa. So, as you probably saw in the little video that I probably put at the beginning of this, well, that was the reason that I had to end Saturday's live stream early. So yeah, I got a slightly new car. It's not mine, of course, but yeah. It's a 2017 Dodge Challenger TA. It's got the 5.7 and it is automatic, as you could probably tell. But, so I figured in honor of that, why don't we drive something similar-ish. I know I'm out of frame, hold on. Shit. Alright, well, it's a Dodge Charger. I can't really show you around it because I simply can't. And it also has no sound. Like, at all. Other than backfiring, which of course they don't actually do. But you know, whatever. It's got interior sound at least. And yeah, that sounds pretty terrible, doesn't it? Well, let's go ahead and get driving. Now this is a manual, and as you can see, it has a couple gears. You know, it has all 8, as it should. Well, as it should for the automatic. Not as it should in my opinion, but whatever. But even though it is actually the automatic and it's just using the flappy paddles, I still have to use the clutch. Sort of. I just have to use it to get it going. And traction control is for wimps, so... Wallet. Alright. So let's get right on into this. I am now wimp, apparently. According to me. So I know it's going to be a little more difficult to see me at the moment. It's just, you know, there's a giant microphone in my face. But whatever. This, having it here makes it better for you to be able to hear me rather than having it over there next to my computer. So, yeah. So yeah. So if you saw that one city car driving video, the one before the last one where I did the face cam thing, before that, when I had the sad music play over the picture of the old Challenger, and so now we have the new, more terrifying Challenger. That thing is, it's so loud, it's ridiculous. I love it. And of course I highly doubt I'll be able to do any live streams from it. Because again, not my car. Whee, traction control is doing so much. Especially now. Hemi power, easy to drift. Sort of. I don't even know if you can see my hand. I can't see what the camera sees right now, so I'm really just hoping that it looks decent. I have no guarantee. Actually, I know the quality of the camera isn't amazing, but I don't really care. It was technically free because it was my sister's, so I can't really complain. Well, I did spend $12 on the power thing for it, and a capture card. I don't actually remember how much the capture card was. It may have actually been more than $12. Either way. Seemed to work fairly well in that live stream I did, so... I was really excited to do that live stream. That was barely even English. I don't even... whatever. I was really excited to... get to do that live stream. Like, seriously, by Wednesday I was just like, oh my god, I want to do the live stream! Just because I wanted to use the camera. Because I thought it was neat. So anyway, yeah, even though this car does have the Hellcat logo in the center thing, I just pointed but you couldn't see it because it's focused on my face. It is only the RT, which means it has 5.7 liter. Since 2015, should have 375 I think. Yeah, 375 horsepower. And I don't know how much torque and way too many gears. Well, and the engine isn't why it has so many gears. It has so many gears because it's the automatic. Meh. It's one of those things in Forza that really annoys me. You can buy the automatic version of the Charger and Challenger Hellcats, but if you have it set up to, you know, drive like a real man, or, you know, set up so you can do stupider stuff, with a manual clutch, with, you know, the one button on the controller. Holy shit. If you don't push the button, you get the gear grinding sound. You can't do that with this car. Because this has the, you know, an automatic clutch. Believe it or not, yes, automatic vehicles do have a clutch. Can't shift without it, easily. I mean, you can, but it's slower and less efficient and can damage things if you do it wrong, anyway. They also have a torque converter. Shit. Got it. Everything's fine. Oh, and of course, as always, as I always say, I apologize for how ridiculously loud the steering wheel pedals, and not in this case shifter, are, but still not much of anything I can do about it. Yeah. Just really annoys me that the guy uses the paddle shifters, and you can grind the gears with them. It'll start to downshift for you if you don't shift in time. So, I highly doubt it's even remotely possible. Come on. Even remotely possible to get the gears to grind just because you didn't push the clutch button on a fucking Xbox controller. Let's turn that back off. Shit. Go. This is too much freaking exercise. Well, the issue I have with doing these videos, the Assetto Corsa videos, is I never have anything to say. So I always have to go and resort to telling some story. But I like to use my stories in city car driving. So I have a bit of conundrum. I have a story I can tell, but do I want to save it for city car driving? And again, I did relatively recently make a city car driving. There's usually a large gap between episodes for that. Fuck it. So, lately today, I felt kind of off in general. It's just one of those days where you're just not, where you're just not 100%, you know? You don't feel as good as you could. Forgot I turned traction control off and didn't turn it back on. Oh, another thing, you can't shift into reverse with the flappy paddles. I never mind that. I need to be able to hear myself. I can't hear myself think with the headphones on all the way. Alright, haven't felt great all day. Not a big deal. Don't really care. I was at school. Can't feel good at school anyway. Crap. Forgot to turn the mic on again. But, I mean, at the beginning of the day, I wasn't awake enough to feel unpleasant. But in my first hour was mostly seniors. And I am a junior. So there's one thing, and today was also the beginning of AP testing. And my first hour is AP Environmental Science, so I know I'm real interesting, right? But, just so much exercise as well. Since there were 6 people, including myself, in that class today, we didn't do anything, for the most part. But since that is AP Environmental Science, AP Environmental being the lucrative word there, environmental, whenever we don't really have anything to do, we do recycling, which is Well, it's just as it sounds. We recycle shit. Usually it entails getting a cart full of recycling bins, you know, those plastic blue bins, and not downshifting there, and going to classrooms and getting their recycling, and then going outside to the end of the bus loop we have, and throwing a bunch of shit into the dumpster. Oh. And, you know, that's good exercise and shit, which is fine by me. I've taken a ton of steps today. Something on my phone, I can't see what it is. It's way over there. Whatever I said, the end of that sentence. Today, rather than going around the classes and getting recycling, what first happened was another person in my class and I took a bunch of recycling that was in that classroom, and the other guy took the stuff to the dumpster, and I waited by the doors because the doors lock from the outside, of course, and they time lock, and we have to ask to go to the bathroom, and we're not allowed to leave certain areas. We're not allowed to leave the campus, so it's pretty much prison. Anyway, that's this whole other tangent there. So I stood by the doors so I could let the other guy in, and then we headed back to the classroom, so that wasn't real interesting. But then the other guy had to study for a test he had in his next hour, and since my next hour is Cisco, in which I do pretty much nothing, I do stuff, but I didn't have a test or anything, so I didn't have to study anything. So he did his thing, and I didn't have anything to do, so teacher told me, you know, she had some other stuff to recycle, but since I would have been the only one to do it, she wasn't just gonna be like, go do this. So she mentioned it, I was like, I don't care, I'll do it, sure, fine, whatever. So I take care of that, so it's like you could probably fit about 3 recycling bins lengthwise, like, you know, a long way, on the top and the bottom, so I had about 3 on top of the cart, and that was it, so not much. And I took that out to the place and got rid of it and then walked back in. Ooh. And then she had another thing to do. And for some reason today I have just been ridiculously hot. Like awkwardly sweating hot. So I'm sitting at the table and she comes over with a bag, I think? Yeah, a bag of some cameras that had anatomy pictures on it. It was disturbing. She just wanted them all deleted, which, I mean, I can do that. I don't care. It's not difficult. I mean, I built my own computer. I should be able to delete pictures from the camera. So she comes over here and I'm fucking sweating bullets, for fuck's sake. For no reason. It's just, I didn't... shit, I need to downshift though, because it'll give me engine braking, so shut the fuck up. Sure, it'll explode the engine, but I'll slow the fuck down, won't it? Anyway, so yeah, just sitting there sweating after barely even getting any exercise, for fuck's sake. I walked a little bit. Oh shit! It's just really freaking annoying. So I'm sitting there and I erase all the images from the camera, and I'm still sweating. I had my hoodie off, of course. But of course I'm wearing thick-ass jeans. Actually, they're not even thick jeans. They're comfortable. I don't know. It's really annoying. And then, of course, towards the end of the day, actually about 4th hour, and I have 6 classes, so whatever. I started to get a bit of a headache. But I get headaches so often that I honestly don't care that much. I wish. It's really fucking annoying. It's hard to do anything. Especially what I had to do in my 4th hour. My 4th hour is Honors English. So yeah, I'm so fucking interesting, right? AP Environmental Science, Honors English 11. Anyway, I had to read a book, and the book is so fucking boring. And I had a headache, and I was hot. Fortunately, I wasn't sweating like a fucking running faucet. Not that running faucets sweat, but you know what I mean. Damn, I cannot get better times. What is up with this shit? Alright, time to push this fucker. Shouldn't have pushed it. Pushed it too far. It was just a very annoying day, quite frankly. But then, you know, then I got home and I saw a trash can was still in the driveway. So I had to move the trash can into the driveway, or into the garage. And the garage was where the car was. So I absolutely had to move the car to get the trash can where it went. I actually did have to move it to get the trash can in, but yeah. So I go in, get off my backpack, grab a key, and then I made that video I did at the beginning. Obviously, though, the car was in Mexico at the time. I would never do anything fun with a car. Ever. Ever. God, why would you even suggest such a thing? What would make it seem like I would ever want to do fun, stupid, delightful things with cars? I mean, honestly. See what I did there? Drifted around the corner as I was saying. Yeah, okay. But, you know, it's just another day in the life of a high school teenager. Teenager in high school. In some boring classes. You know. Well, Anhamer. Floop. So, yeah, if anybody's interested, the next video I have to record is actually Hacknet episode 10. Though I haven't said before, which I know I have, but if you don't know, I plan out all my videos, so on my leftmost screen, well, I only have 3, center, right, and left, so on my left screen, don't slow down here, dumbass. I have a little sticky note that has 5 videos to record. One of them is this one. It's actually the first one on the list, of course. So yeah. I think I'll only record one today, though, because I've been really into Kerbal Space Program. Like, after that stream, I was just like, damn, I want to play more of this. And of course, in my 3rd hour, we watched a bunch of, or we've watched almost all of the movie Hidden Figures? Hidden Figures, Jesus. You know, about the chicks in NASA and whatever the fuck. So of course there's a bunch of space stuff going on. I'm just sitting there like, I want to play Kerbal Space Program. So yeah, that was wonderful. Of course that class makes me want to rip my eyeballs out. If anybody's interested, that would be geometry there. You know, it's interesting. It's just something I've noticed. I'm technically behind a year on my math stuff. And you know what? I don't think it's affecting me much. Built that computer there that you can't see. This thing I have my steering wheel on, that's bolted onto there. I put all this shit together. I stuck a fan, for fuck's sake, onto my steering wheel thing. Stealing current from the USB cable. I mean, I come up with a bunch of ridiculous, quite frankly, but yet kind of interesting ideas for stuff. And you know, I haven't once struggled with the whole math portion of any of this stuff. Interesting, isn't it? How overrated math seems to be, and how, you know, everybody will tell you that math is super important for everything. Like, it's really not. Plus, considering the fact that everything has a calculator on it at this point. And I know it's, you know, not great to rely on the internet and everything for everything, but that is what today is. That is how everything has become. It's going to get even worse, too, because, you know, we're going to have self-driving cars, which, by the way, I'm against for, I kind of hope, obvious reasons. I kind of enjoy driving. I'm one of those few people who actually likes to drive. I don't like anybody else around me driving, but like when I'm driving on the road, I don't like the other people. For the most part. There are a few good people out there. But, yeah. Don't you just love the diversity of my stories? I go from talking about how I sweat like a fucking faucet all day to math is really a fucking annoying and not so necessary, to hating other people while driving on the road, all while I'm driving in a Dodge Challenger Charger. Shit. That's a mistake I can't make anymore, by the way. Anyway, all while driving around in a Dodge Charger RT around Belgium. I just think that's kind of interesting. Alright, well, it's been 20 minutes now, so let me... This will be the fun, pointless lap. And then I will end the episode, and you can carry on with your life. See, ooh, a lot of videos on YouTube are like 15 minutes long. My videos always end up being like 20, 30 minutes. But I have a hard time finding stuff to cut out that still leaves an actual video. You know what I mean? Like, I could cut out all sorts of stuff, but then you lack substance, and I like to be a kind of upfront kind of guy. I don't want to be like, oh, I mean, I don't want to say this because it'll hurt your feelings. It's more with me, it's, you know, I'm gonna speak the truth, and if you don't like it, you can shove it up your ass. Okay, that didn't make sense. But, I mean, you know. Really, for the most part, I try to respect other people's opinions, but if I know, like, hey, that's wrong, I'm gonna be like, hey, it's wrong. And, you know, I'll try to explain why it's wrong. I'm just not good at speaking to other people. And that's why cameras are great. Most of that little thing there didn't make sense, I'm sure. But, yeah, I like to... Yeah. Words happened there, I swear. I try to be an upfront person. This is my opinion. If you don't like it, that's great. My opinion is my opinion. In the end, my opinion means nothing. I'll be polite in this. Well, not polite, I'll clean it up a little bit. Opinions are like hearts, everybody has one. We'll go that way. And unfortunately, opinions are like mouths, everybody has one. Everybody has a mouth. Some people really shouldn't. And, you know, you got all these people saying all these bad things about everything. Especially the gun people, the people who are against guns. Like, we want to take the guns away from all the law-abiding people, because it'll make a safer place. You're fucking stupid. Thank you, have a nice day. But as previously stated, I'll try to explain why you're stupid. If you take all the guns away from the people who bought guns legally, have a license for them and everything, guess what? The criminals will still have guns. If the criminals still have guns and we don't, we can't defend ourselves in any way. So, safety versus, I don't know, what am I doing? Somebody help me, what is happening? That didn't make sense. But you see what I'm talking about, right? you know, everybody wants to ban all these guns just because guns kill people. Well, guns kill people. They're violent. We don't want violence. Guns don't kill people. A, bullets kill people, duh. And B, it's the psychopath who has his hands on the gun. If we perhaps consider cleaning up everything with drugs and control drugs and alcohol a little better, maybe things will work out a little safer. Maybe there will be less psychopaths. And I'm not going to blame just drugs and alcohol. Of course, some of it is like where people get guns. Some places may or may not do background checks. And the places that don't, if they get caught, you know, there's issues, large issues. But that needs to be tightened up more. There need to be more restrictions. And this is coming from a gun person. I am fully pro-gun, but there do need to be more restrictions. Now, I'm not saying only such and such people can have guns. I mean, if there's something that looks even slightly sketchy on your record, no gun. No, go away. And for a while, there was a bill for people who are on a no-fly list, so they can't buy guns. I kind of figured that was already a thing. Like, really? That's not a thing already? I don't know, just whatever. This got political. That's not good. It's never good when things get political. Oh, whatever. Like I said, I am upfront about shit. In situations where I can be upfront and nobody will punch me. But you know, whatever. Yeah. So yeah, you probably shouldn't take most of what I say seriously. Probably best. But you know, if I offended someone, I'm sorry. Just it's words, okay? Get over it. I'm sure that's not helping anything, but seriously, there's bigger things in the world to be worried about than what one person on the internet says. Fucking computer is loud as hell. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode that got overly political. If you did enjoy this episode, go ahead and leave a like. If you didn't like it, then don't leave a like. And I'll see you in the next episode.